Hey, how are you doing? Thank you very much for being here for the proven hiring secrets from a VA matchmaker, my unique process and shortcuts for you to find your dream VA as soon as possible. And just, you don't need to go through the whole learning curve. You don't need to go through, I've done that for you. Let me share my screen and the secrets, and then you are ready to roll. So here we are. You are most likely here before you are in a process of hiring a VA, or you just want to make the most out of it, or you are just about to hire your next VA and want to avoid the expensive trial and error and that unfortunate events what you might have already went through. I hear really horror stories, unfortunately, and that's why I feel so passionate about this topic. So my intention for you today is to give the steps how you can to make sure you hire the dream VA, but also that you can quit stressing about everything all the time, right? Because you are juggling, life is happening, family is happening, shit hits the fan, and your business might go down, or you neglect it. But it doesn't need to be like that. You don't need to do mundane tasks. You don't need to do everything what you hate doing. You should focus on your money producing activities, on the things that actually matter, and actually serving your clients, right? And my intention also is that you run a soul aligned business, for you to have not just the lifestyle business, right? Because lifestyle means for everyone something else, but also that you have space to grow. So how does that sound? How does that sound? You are just about to learn the following: quit stressing about working endless hours and spend on mundane tasks, avoid expensive trial and errors, how the shortcut is actually, or what is the shortcut to hire your dream VA, how to hire without an experience, and make the most out of your hiring process. But in advance, the real secret is just get started even before you feel swamped, burned out, or comfortable about the whole situation. So let me make you comfortable about the process. So bold promises, I know. If you stay until the end, then you will have the option for the PDF version to download, so you don't need to take notes. The only thing I ask you to take notes about, even if it's mental notes, it's what pops into your mind. Let me know, and then we can go from there. I'm always happy to answer the questions. If you have anything, reach out to me on Facebook, and then we can go from there. So why am I so passionate about this, and who is Agnes? Agnes, it's me, Agnes Bogardi. I'm a VA matchmaker. I used to work for a VA company back in the days. I am location independent since 2014. I had my first clients in 2015. I was always a little bit more tech savvy than the usual average, I would say. So I started with marketing automations and helping people build even mobile applications, right? Funnels, it's something what I still do today. I became an online business manager after I left the VA company, where I was a vertical lead for the marketing VAs. And it's just somehow happened that back in the days, in my mid-20s, after I came back from Germany, I blindly picked something from the university book, where to apply, and I became an economist in human resources. Never really understood it, why, but after I went into this whole hiring and VA matchmaking things, which just happened so naturally, I was like, this is it. That's why. So I have the educational background as well, and I have the experience in the online world with virtual assistant, with real business owners, right? So I've seen in the industry both ends, right? I stood between the VAs and the business owners as a vertical lead. I was a VA, I was working for clients, and in my agency, we are hiring and I'm coaching actually VAs as well. So I've seen both sides, and I've seen each shoes. huge issues actually, which led to fallout rates on both sides. Couldn't hire new VAs quick enough. Tons of refunds we needed to, refund. Tons of money went out the door. The management cost, what came with the situations, with the complaints. But I started to see patterns. And interestingly, most of the issues weren't skill set or result related, right? So it wasn't because the VA wasn't good enough, and it wasn't because we haven't delivered stuff. When I started to work with solopreneurs, right? So I transitioned, we did amazing things. We were able to turn that around, and that's where all of my, not all of the, but that's where a couple of things we implemented and I picked up and I created and I added into the hiring process and into the vetting process, into the training process, both sides, the clients and the VAs. It somehow nicely came together, and we were able to push the vertical back to green, right? So we were earning money. But when I started to work with solopreneurs, transitioned towards the online business management, the clients were a little bit smaller. The businesses were smaller. They haven't had such a huge budget, right, to work with. I've seen that a bad match can make or break the business owner, and also often the lost time and trust. The time investment and the money investment actually could throw back the company with months and the growth with months. And it just breaks my heart, because I've seen, right, both words, and I know how kind of easily it is solvable, and it doesn't need to be like that. And when I hear those horror stories from clients, it just breaks my heart, because it doesn't need to be like that. So that's my mission. That's my mission, to shape the industry by educating both sides of the parties. Because the two biggest objections and issues I hear from business owners is that they don't hire, even if they are totally stressed. Because even if you hire, right, it can be a bad experience and expensive trial and error, and it will cost me more. I don't have time for this. I don't have the headspace for that. And it's so sad. So yes, it is an investment. Yes, hiring is an investment in your time, in your money, in your headspace, but also, yes, you will spend time in the process. Also, yes, you will spend time in training, but the magic is in between the lines. It's not the process itself, because that's totally easy, and let me just cover it in 3 simple steps, right? You need to find your VA, you need to know who you want, you find and filter through, right, the suitable candidates, you hop on interviews, and then you are onboarding your VA, and you build a beautiful relationship. It's not rocket science. It is really not rocket science. You just need to know who you are looking for, what you need, right? And how to put it into a process which actually, gives you the right candidates, and how easily you can filter through the CVs, how you can eliminate most of the people who are not a good fit from step 1, and actually, onboard the client later on, right? This can be done within 3 weeks, even if you never done this before, right? Onboarding and training, it's a different issue, and setting the boundaries and really growing together can take time. It depends on the type of person you are, but really, I will go through the steps again. But basically, you need to know who you are looking for. You need to put together a job post. You go through the people, you interview the people, and then you get started with the best match, right? But let's talk money first, right? I had those bold promises for you. So let's talk money and numbers first. Do you know what is your hourly rate? I ask. It is an exercise, right? What we go through with my clients, and also with my VAs I'm coaching. And this is just a quick review from, there is a 5 ROI secrets. a webinar as well, or presentation as well, where I let you know how you can make the most out of the VA as soon as possible, and to make it your return on investment worth it. There are 5 things what I truly believe, and this is the secret number 4. So obviously you have different things, you have different tasks as well. It's not just the hours what you spend with the client, but there is lead generation, there are expenses, there is sales calls, if you're doing those, or funnel expenses, whatever your business model is. There are other things, not just what you spend actually on a call with the client or delivering the products or the results or whatever, right? Marketing, content creation, you know the drill, right? Taxes, whatever. So if you put together what you earn, what all of your expenses, and how many hours you spend on the business actually, then you will have an hourly rate, right? So to make the outsourcing and your investment profitable as soon as possible, there is not just the difference between the hourly rate, but it usually, this exercise is a huge aha moment for my clients, who are telling them, yeah, but I want a VA who is more skilled in this and that, because I don't want to be screwed over, that they spend 5 hours on something that I can do in 1, right? Obviously there are steps, and there is a process where you screen through the person and test and see how well they are working. But even if you're spending, let's say, 2 hours with social media content, scheduling, creation, whatever, right? It's fill in the blank. If your hourly rate is $100, then your 2 hours spent on that task actually would cost $200 for you, right? The VA has an hourly rate, let's say $25 an hour, and if she does it in 2 hours, it's $50, right? You saved already there, you saved $150, because you wouldn't need to sit down and do that process, not even mention the priceless things like headspace, and don't need to worry. Maybe you don't even like that task and you're just like, oh my God, always goes to the list from tomorrow, right? To the to-do list for tomorrow, right? But even if the VA, right, and this is where it comes in, when the client says, yeah, but it takes her 4 hours, you still saving $100, and not to mention your energy and flow and all sorts of things. Obviously we need people with great skills and great experience and quick, but with time she will get back to it. And I don't even like, actually, even if it takes longer at the beginning, if someone's on hourly rate, right, they actually, if you think about it, I hate it, but if you think about it, if someone's getting better in something, they are penalized because they are paid less, right? If I can do something 2 hours at the beginning, I get $50 for that, or later on I will be able to do it in 1 hour because I'm getting better, I get used to the system, I have everything in place, right? It comes with the experience. I am penalized because now I get only 1 hourly rate for the 1 hour work, although I'm doing the same thing, right? So that can be a little bit tricky, and think about that as well. Obviously, we don't want to pay, or not always is good that you pay for something that the VA actually learns. If you are in a situation where you need something new, you watch the new podcast or watch the new training and you want the VA to learn, then you can negotiate or pay for the hours, or come up with something. But actually at the end of the day, they should do anyways what they love doing and what they feel comfortable about. But if it comes to learning curve and getting more experience and getting better, they are penalized if you pay less because of the hourly rate. But outsource tasks that actually drains you, Yeah, right. And you are slow in, or in the meantime, you can do so much more, and you can actually do money producing activities, and getting back those ROIs is actually the key for not only knowing what you will outsource, but also knowing what you will do instead, right? Because if you outsource and you are not producing money in that time, then actually it will be a kind of a loss for you, right? In the papers, right? When you do the bookkeeping, then in the book, it will be shown as a loss, and maybe you need a little time to train the VA, so you will have little less hours as well to spend with your family. But at the end of the day, she will get into the habit and she will be amazing, right? So if you have already a plan in place, what you will do, which actually generates you money, or at least something that just as valuable as money is for you, usually that's time and spending time with family with most of the people, then you feel that this is a great investment. Okay. So the shortcuts to hire your dream VA is like, yes, notice the steps to hire, right? What we just went through. Know what you need help with. That's the number one, right? If you are clear from the beginning who you are looking for, and I'm not just talking about skill level and experience, but also in a personal level, in work ethic, in values, in communication skills, and that matches your style, you can actually, during the process, already build in little tests along the hiring process, so not just at the end or after the interview, right? You can actually eliminate most of the people by the time you get to the, okay, let's sort through the CVs. And that's the shortcut. That's in itself, I think it's so brilliant that I usually eliminate 70% of the people who fill out the form by a couple of clicks, right? And there are certain things you cannot teach. Communication, it's hard to teach. Work ethic, really hard to teach. Values, all sorts of things are on a personal level. I feel it's more important when it comes to working together. And as I mentioned, most of the things weren't skill related. It were communication related. It were work ethic related. It were the client and the VA didn't match on a daily working relationship, because the client wanted more communication, the VA wanted less communication. Why would I update the client questions, right, if nothing happened? And those type of things, what I can set you up with the boundaries and with all these experience what I have. But at the end of the day, if you don't even talk about this, if you don't even think about this, then you might end up with a VA who is maybe on skill set level a match, but not particularly on the personal level, right? Everyone is nice on an interview. That's usually how it is. But I want more for you, right? That's not a secret that you should look for. I don't know what platforms she is using. The secret lies in the process. The secret lies in you knowing actually and being aware about all these other things we just talked about. So if you only remember this, right, then I'm already happy, and then you will be better off with your hiring process. I'm sure you already seen those posts when I'm looking for a VA, it's totally broad. There is not even what industry or for what or how many hours or nothing in there. And she has 300, 400 comments to get back to. It is really hard if you are vague. It will be really hard and overwhelming for you as well. So what we talked about so far, you know what to expect, right? You know that this will be an investment, but it will be totally worth it because we changed your perspective on this, I hope. You know the steps, what you need to take, you know what to look for, and you have the shortcut as well. But the real secret is to get started even before you feel comfortable. It will take time. It will take time to get used to it. If there is no one, behind you and actually whipping, then you might need a little bit more time than the 3 weeks. But if you go through the list, then you are good. Identify, prepare your business, find the VA, sort through, right? Schedule the interviews and onboard the client and start. You can identify your own business. You can think about where to get started in your own business straight away. Okay? Just promise me. Okay? But if you feel like this is the time for you to hire someone, you are ready, even it's a little bit uncomfortable, right? Then you just need the process, and a couple of guidelines would help you to move forward faster, quicker, easier. Then I invite you to check out my the ultimate hiring process in a box. I'm so proud of. I'm giving away my entire process, all these years of experience in small bite-sized trainings, my swipe files, copy-paste processes. So you have all you need to match with your amazing dream VA in no time. Checklists, accountability, everything what you need to start growing your business exponentially by letting things run in the background without you needing to touch it at all, and you can focus on the money producing activities or just being in the flow, staying, focusing, protecting your energy so you can deliver your magic. So the ultimate hiring process in a box is broken down to these 3 phases, what we talked about at the beginning. Each phase has 3 lessons, and it is jam-packed with all the little swipe files and details what I'm using without the need for really going to that. We screen your business, we profile your future VA. Let's put it all together in a copy-paste job description. I will give you, to get things quicker done, a business summary checklist, a budgeting sheet to make sure that you hire someone who is sustainable for your business. A profiling sheet, the job description, copy paste, fill in the blank, and the questionnaire to make sure that you can compare the candidates easily. In phase 2, when we are finding and filtering through the people, I tell you the little secrets which make a huge difference, right? And prepare you for the amount and quality of engagement what you will get. Find your treasure in the mess. So we really filtering and sorting through to make sure that you find the right person. Meet your candidates in an interview where you really get to know them and you really feel comfortable about who you are hiring. I will share with you, to make this even quicker for you, the groups where you can share my exact method, how I sort through the CVs and comments and everything, swipe files for the yes, thank you, no, thank you, schedule a call. Unfortunately, it's not you this time, emails and messages, to make sure that you really don't need to just copy paste. Prepare yourself to the interview, pre-interview cheat sheet to make sure that you are in your zone, you know what you are looking for, and you prepare yourself. And on the interview, you will get also obviously the questions and what to ask and what to pay attention to. Even more, dig deeper, even more in the whole process and in the nitty-gritty, what makes or breaks your relationship, right? And then in phase 3, we are onboarding and making sure that we keep the amazing VA and we work together. So I will prepare you what's happening before signing actually a contract, who does what and why, and who needs to do what, how to hand over the tasks and share the details securely so you both feel actually protected and secure, and how to maintain the beautiful relationship. You get a pre-onboarding checklist, the onboarding Trello board, file and task management cheat sheet, and the best practices to set those boundaries from day one to make sure that everyone is actually prepared for a long-term relationship and It's not like, 3 weeks happened and you are just sitting there and the VA thinks but you don't, and then you end up being frustrated and you feel like you're not supported, or the other way around, the VA feels like she is left alone and nothing happens. And I put tons of bonuses on the top to make it for you even easier. I will share my BDA testing method to make sure that when you are filtering through the candidates, that's the most effective way. You will get a success journey, a task tracker. So we keep an eye on the prize. You accept my mission to hire that VA within 3 weeks, depending on your situation, but usually it can be. And I also will share the perfect task if you sign up today, the template Trello board, which gives you the idea how easily copy paste, fill in the blank. You can start actually outsourcing tasks even if you never done this before, and then later on it will come handy that we will build a base of SOPs. So you have that 6+ figure lifestyle business foundation if someone comes into your business again, or if your VA transitioning to an online business manager position because the company is growing. Then you have those standard operating procedures written down. You just need to plug in the new person and then you are ready to go. So I will be providing the basics for you there. And as a bonus, you get access for 3 months, because I don't want you to be here forever. I want you to hire someone and then run. And then next time when you come back to the hiring process, if you maybe hire next time, then you get access again. But I don't want you to, hang around and see us, I don't know, walking people through from scratch, but there will be live Q&As. I encourage you to collaborate with others, grow together with other business owners who are actually in the same situation as you are. And I will give you also a discounted rate on the VA matchmaking service. It's not because I'm not sure that you are able to do that, but sometimes it happens that, with the best intentions, you just can't do it. And you say, it's like, Agnes, that's fabulous, but I just need you to hand over 3 CVs because it's a time pressure, family thing. I can't go through with that. Then I don't want you to pay the full price. I will give you a discounted rate. And also, if you need just a little help, right? If you just need that, I have an eye on your CVs or the interviews, we can compare the candidates, or the job description, or you're not sure, what are the personality traits you want, then I will offer you a discounted rate on the one-on-one, because you will not pay the biggest price, right? Everything all together, it's almost $1,000, but today's beta price, and I'm not sure when you are watching it, we might get out of the beta version, but it's $37. I would need all the help I can get, that we can shape the industry together, to put here something together with your feedback, with your requests, what you need help with asking your questions, with telling me, Agnes, please more detailed. Agnes, this was easy, you don't need to go into that details, right? Please create another form for me because I'm not using this or that platform, right? With all that help I can gather from you, I can create something amazing, which is really just a plug and play. As you see, I really added everything I have already into the box. $37, 3 weeks that you are away from your dream VA. How does that sound? And what others say about my general VA matchmaking? Agnes made my hiring process super easy. I interviewed 2 amazing candidates and simply had to pick between, rather than sifting through the countless resumes. I love that. That's why I live for, I think, right? When I truly know, who the client will pick, and it's a fabulous match. It just, it just lights up my day, my heart, and delivering the good news to a VA is just something truly amazing. So join today, only $37 now, and let's go from there. Let's hire an amazing VA for you. If you feel like that you really don't need the learning curve, you really are not ready, you just want 3 CVs, dream VA CVs handed over on silver plate, so you just need to hop on a call, then let me know, then click the link somewhere below, above, somewhere, and then we can hop on an introductory call and see how I can help and how the process works. VA matchmaking packages start by $679, and we hop on a call. We create a profile. I do everything what we just went through in the background, and then handing over after an interview, after the testings with the test results and the CVs, 3 VAs. And if you are not happy with them, or if you feel like, yeah, something is missing, we're recreating the profile, and I run another 3 another round for another 3 VAs to make sure that you really feel comfortable about it. If you want to have, you can run away with all 3. If you just want to choose one, then you can do that, and the price starts at $679. I think it's the quickest and best way if you are there. So thank you very much for being here. I hope it helped. Have an amazing, amazing day. And there are endless opportunities. So let's shape the industry together and let's grow together. Bye-bye.